Can you lose weight and get in shape if you're injured? You bet you can. Hi, I'm Dr. Derek Alessi, author of Lose Fat Forever, the Beauty and Triangle Diet, host of Live It Fit Now, and contributor for USA Today. And many people reach out to me because they want to lose weight, get in shape, and get healthy, but they're worried because they have some sort of injury. Now, the most common injuries are around the back, the knees, the neck, the hips, and the elbows. And if you do have one of those injuries, first and foremost, you should get it treated and looked at to make sure that you're actually improving and not doing more damage to it. But secondly, most people that have had an injury over a prolonged period of time are doing a terrible disservice to themselves if they're not working on improving it. Your joints are governed by your muscle tissue, and that controls where the bones are placed. So chances are, if you currently have some type of pain, it can be fixed if we fix the imbalances inside the human body. Now, I bring all of this up because, of course, some type of purposeful exercise is essential to speed up your metabolism, which is what you want to do when you're trying to get fit, get healthy, lose weight, and drop body fat. So before you go out and get into a regular exercise program that might injure you and make a problem worse, we don't want to do that. We want to make sure that you're doing the right things for your body type. I want to show you a couple right now. First and foremost, here is one of the most common injuries for the back. You can see that the hips are too tight and they can't hold up the rest of the upper torso. When that happens, the hip flexors are getting overmatched. It's almost like a wall in your house that has too much weight on it is starting to sag and is putting more pressure on the other walls. When I see something like this, I know it could put a lot of pressure on the low back, the lumbar back. All you have to do is move the wrong way, get in and out of the car incorrectly, or sometimes even sneeze or pick up a pencil, and your back's going to go into spasm. One of the ways to fix this, of course, is to strengthen the hip flexors, take pressure off of the hips. Yes, of course, drop body fat and take some of the weight off the stabilizing walls, but at the same time strengthen the hips so that it can better support the entire upper torso. When you do that, it can create more spacing in the lower back so that you have less problems along the lower back and less chances of it being in spasm. Another problem that I see a lot, especially with women, is from the shoulders. If you have shoulder pain, if there's some tenderness or tendinitis around the shoulders, if you're having any type of range of mobility problems with the shoulders, which means you can't lift your arms all the way up, oftentimes it's from this anterior shoulder rotation. Basically, your back, your mid-back and upper back aren't strong enough to keep your shoulder blades back where they should be, and over time they rub and they infect the tendons in the wrong way, causing inflammation and causing a lot of pain. And the reason why this could be so damaging is because if you do the wrong kind of exercise, you could easily tear a rotator cuff, which is one of the biggest injuries and longest injuries to heal from. We never want to see that. So if I see somebody in this position, there's certain things that we can't do, such as chest pressing, flies, dumbbells, cables, and butterfly machine, but we must work certain portions of the back, the mid-back, upper back, rear shoulders to pull everything back and put it into alignment. And lastly is one of the most common things that I see amongst the knees, especially for people that are overweight, and that is the fact that your femurs rotate inward, knees come together. You might call that knock-knee syndrome, but basically what's happening is your body always goes inside to get stronger. It has to stabilize some way, and the best way for it to stabilize is to have both knees come together. This way, it's helping balance your body. Now, the problem with this, though, is it's almost like tires on a car that aren't aligned straight. They wear out unevenly, and because of it, the cartilage usually wears out from the inside to the outside, causing cartilage problems, which means that arthritis most likely will build up. You could easily tear your meniscus, and if you spend enough time with bone on bone, you might need a partial or full knee replacement, which is a major surgery that we want to avoid. When I see this, there's certain things that we can't do. We don't want impact. We certainly don't want to be running. I don't even recommend walking if somebody's in this type of a position right now. But we must strengthen the hamstrings and glutes to pull the femurs back out and put them in the right position. Super important when putting together a workout program. all workout programs are not equal. Most people that I meet that are over the age of 30 or so have some type of alignment issue. It might be shoulders, it might be back, it might be knees, maybe it's neck, maybe it's elbows, maybe it's ankles. It's something, and it needs to be addressed because we want to do this intelligently, putting together the right kind of program to keep you out of pain, to prevent future injuries, and at the same time speed up your metabolism so you can burn more fat. Now, you might be thinking, well, what if I have one of those types of things? Well, it needs to be addressed and it needs to be diagnosed. One of the things that I like to do when I'm doing recommendations during a consultation is to see what all of those things are, take photos up against a grid board so we can actually measure, and then give you the right recommendations so that you're doing the right things starting immediately. If you're an ultra beginner, no worries at all. One of the things that I like to do, and I actually have it inside my entire office, is a full pain management clinic. If we need to use other types of treatments or modalities to help get people out of pain, we do it all the time. Most of it is centered around the back, the knees, the neck, the elbows, but we could pretty much work on any soft tissue problem or joint problem along with the program of burning more calories by doing the right kind of exercise. And yes, of course, and I didn't address it yet, eating the right food so you could drop fat, improve your health, reduce or eliminate medication, and get healthier faster. Now, I don't want to get into it too much detail right now, but my message to you is if currently right now you've been injured or you feel pain and you worry that if you exercise you might make it worse, you're right. Let's take a look at it first and foremost. Let's get you some recommendations in terms of what you must be doing to fix the problem and to not make it worse and then to prevent future problems from happening. You can click on the link below and learn more about what we're going to do during a private consultation and really take a look to make sure that you're doing the right things starting immediately. Hopefully today this video served you. I'm Dr. Derek Alessi asking you to make the most of your life and live it fit.